Imagine you are walking into an office and see this, the empty chairs. No interns, no training, no entry level employees. But still the work are getting done. For many decades, organizations work on huge number of entry level employees, focusing on generating reports, understanding the studies, making the reports to the higher management, do the day-to-day operations, etc. Nowadays, most of this work could be able to be done by AI. If such type of work could be able to be done by AI, what happens to the entry-level jobs? And that is what we try to cover in this today's episode of Truly AI. At the end of the session, we will understand why AI is taking away entry-level jobs. Based on this, how the organizations are getting reorganized, what are the risks involved over there, and most importantly, how we will be able to protect from this type of taking away of jobs by AI, and what type of skills we need to learn. I am Dr. C.B. Abraham. We have an ice tray and some water to be poured from this bowl to the tray. Look at the tray. Each of these slot is having the same dimension, so the amount of water it could be able to be covered is the same. Let us start the process. Taking the water and pouring into the first slot, then taking the next step, pouring to the next slot, one at a time, and we could be able to easily do. And after some time, obviously we will be getting trained and the process will be much faster. And look at this is a standard process involved over there. Taking the water, poured into the slot, amount is the same and the capacity is the same, and this process could be able to be continued easily. This is the type most of the entry-level jobs are. Standard procedures, standard operations, and standard routine aspects, which could be able to be easily repetitive, and the person could be able to understand the job much faster. And if this type of entry-level jobs, whether it is analyzing a report, understanding the material, making a presentation, etc., and that type of work could be able to be repetitive, automated, and could be able to be done, this type of routine work, then AI could be able to do that work, because AI could be able to understand the pattern, what is to be done in the next, and correspondingly that could be easily automated. We have lots of reports here. These are the meeting minutes, the data to be studied, the reports to be generated, and final analysis and writing notes to be prepared to my boss. A couple of years back, this would have been given to the entry-level junior analyst. He used to study this, make draft, make reports, and make study points and the presentations, so that work would be able to be taken to the next level. Nowadays, instead of a junior analyst, we have the machine, AI, and this would be given to AI. Instead of the junior analyst, which used to take maybe days, weeks, the AI could take only a couple of minutes in order to summarize, generate report, make presentations, etc. Remember, the work has not changed. It is moved from here to here. Then look at the junior level, entry level employee who made a career out of this, and he could be able to understand the process, understand the operations, and could be able to understand the whole domain, and correspondingly one could be able to make an professional or expert in that particular domain. And what happens to that by AI taking away such entry-level jobs? How the expertise could be able to be created without actually going through this process of understanding the work? Here we have a number of paper glasses. We try to create how a typical organization nowadays work. Here we have lots of entry-level employees working on routine tasks like collecting the data, pre-processing the data, making the first draft, making the presentation, etc. Then whatever the report they created or draft they have made, that is given to the next level, lower level management, to the middle and higher level management, and finally we have the top management. This is the typical pyramidal structure of a typical organizations. As we have seen, many of the lower level jobs presently done by human being could be able to be done by AI. Therefore, these work are getting replaced by AI. As AI is becoming more powerful, the type of work AI could be able to be do increasing, and correspondingly all these are lower level jobs are at danger of taken away by AI. When that happens, there will be a complete collapse of organization. The structure of the organization change. Earlier we have a pyramidal structure with a base of a number of lower level employees. Now that is getting changed. We could be able to have one or two human beings, and all other work could be able to be done by AI. This human being could be able to coordinate with other AI agents, and correspondingly the most of the works could be able to be done. That may be the future of organizations. Many people say that we could be able to expect single man owned and managed billion-dollar companies in the years to come. If the entry-level jobs are taken away by AI, then how one professional become an expert? Remember, a professional starts through the entry-level jobs, going to the lower level, middle level, and finally in 20-30 years become the top level management and becoming an expert in that particular domain. Look at the case of cycle. We could be able to watch hours of videos of cycling. Someone could be able to show how to do cycling, but as long as we don't get into the cycle and start riding and sometimes falling down, we will not be able to understand the cycling and balancing of the cycle, etc. Similarly, without going through the ground level, lower level jobs, but how one could be able to experience the responsibility, domain expertise, the judgment, etc. needed in order to do a job which is required by the middle and the top level management. And when AI takes away the lower level jobs, how human being could be able to become an expert by going through this pyramidal structure? And that is one of the main issues organizations may be facing in the times to come, the how to build the expertise when entry-level jobs are taken away by AI. Here we have 10 most important tasks which is typically done in an organization, and also we have two buckets. This is the human bucket and this is the AI bucket. We go through these tasks and see where it belongs, whether it can be done by human being or it can be done by AI. Look at the first one, scheduling. Scheduling involves many repetitive routine things, and that could be able to be done easily done by AI. Accountability, it is of human skill and AI cannot do. It could be able to be done only by human. Leadership, yes, it is more of a someone who has years of experience in the domain, human skill, and that could be able to be done only by. Hiring, yes, this also to identify the best person for the job. Lot of human skills are needed, go into human being. Data entry, this is a routine, lower level work. This could be able to be done by AI. Email sorting, this is sorting work, routine work, repetitive work, which could be able to be done by AI. Report drafting, yes, again it is generative work, AI could be able to be done. Then data cleaning, pre-processing step, standard, routine, automatic work, which could be able to be done by AI. Strategy requires years of experience and domain understanding that cannot be done by AI. Only human being could be able to be done. Negotiation, lot of human skills are needed. It could be able to be done only by human being as of now. Then let us see what are the tasks taken over by AI. We list it over here. Email sorting, report drafting, data cleaning, data entry, and scheduling. All these tasks are mostly done by entry level employees, are taken away by AI. Therefore, human being has to focus on these high-end jobs, which requires years of experience and lot of domain understanding, responsibility, human skill, leadership, etc. Therefore, the type of work human being could be able to focus are on this. Let us come back to the empty chair. Yes, AI will continue to take away the entry level jobs. Is this empty chair a warning? What we should be able to learn in this situation? Are we to learn more AI skills that anyway millions of people will be doing? But for us, basically we could be able to do three things. Learn to become expert in whatever the field you are. Learn to take the responsibility of to make the distinction of what is right and what is wrong. Learn to judge and correspondingly make proper decisions. Using this, we could be able to grow, adapt, and evolve along with AI. Therefore, this empty chair is not a warning, but it is an opportunity to grow, to adapt, and to co-evolve with AI. Thank you for watching. Hope you like this video. If so, please like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Till then, truly AI.